Okay. Today's date is the 29th of um 29th of July 2026. Yeah. 29th of July 2026. So what is Israel doing? What is Israel doing? Namdi, very important things to recognize uh um because Israel says they're a sovereign state, but they're taking over Palestine. You see, I don't want to go into the whole Israel-Palestine conflict. I want to go into what is Israel doing. So, Israel has a chemical weapon. Has a chemical weapon. What is that chemical weapon doing? So, the chemical weapon is not just it's chemical warfare. Takes basically if it explodes in the ground, it makes the soil unplantable. So it doesn't germinate any kind of nutrients. Two, so that's very important. So the idea, because I've heard it, where's evidence? Okay, two, where's the evidence for this? Am I just blabbing? Am I just blabbing? Yes, I am. But I've seen it happen in Palestine. I've seen it in a news article, which I can't cite, which is very bad of me because I should have been on that forum talking about the people, because there's people that want to find out things about the world. There's a RSS feed for everything nowadays. So I found the RSS feed. I think it's not the one I'm referring to. It's a different one. So I have to be careful how I call this. So basically, why this chemical weapon is dangerous, three, is because there's a formula. And if you don't know that, if you don't know, if you can't get the science, if you can't make that formula, you cannot regenerate the soil. And I'm not sure how Israel's done this, because if you plant something in Milko Orion, Namdi, it will not be able to grow. So if you plant any kind of food on a board, there's a specific chemical formula. Like I remember, I can't remember my chemical formulation. H2O, no, that's there's composition. There's a chemical composition such as that preserve. That means Israel knows something. Israel knows something about life and germination. They know something. And because they have two formulas, one to make the earth regenerate essentials, and the other to stop it from growing. And so the chemical weapon is very dangerous, because you have to find a solution to this. Because if Israel hits UK, because they're saying Israel is saying it's a valid air base in, or is it Iran? Oh, that's Iran. So Iran is saying that, not Israel, is saying that the air base, the American fighter pilot, fighter jets took off from, was on the UK. So they're making the air base a valid target in the United Kingdom, because the airbase should not be ruled. So that was Iran war, because the Americans are bringing Britain into this. So you see, that's why I don't. That's a proxy war. They just getting the paying money to stay there. So wait, am I right? Wrong? A proxy war is when you involve a third party, isn't it? Because the it's for benefits, not to stop the war. It's gonna make the war grow worse, because uh, uh, so basically you have a proxy war. Am I wrong? Proxy agents. You have to have a proxy agent. So a proxy is someone that handles things for you. You're gonna have a proxy is a middleman that handles a request from. We got reverse proxy. So you get a proxy and reverse proxy. So a middleman, and you have a proxy agent. So that's what they're doing. But so UK is a proxy in the war because that it's using our base. So that's what we're trying to say. Okay, let me continue what I'm saying. So let me continue. Let me not drift away. So you have the formalization of the you got the periodic table. We can hardly remember, but there's a specific component in that stops life from germinating from soil. I don't know what because they're trying to eliminate destroy all the Palestinians. And if Israel ever crosses the UK border to my hometown in Nigeria, I'll be very, and use this chemical weapon. I have to develop the formula before, ahead of time, before it happens. Because the way things are going, They have to assemble a team for this project. So this project is basically the AGS gestation, artificial gestation system. So it has to preserve life. So there's some kind of some kind of a chemical composition, chemical warfare that's used to stop plantation. Basically, it only stops food, water, and food growing from the soil. It can't, so the soil just does your plant don't grow. You know, your seed don't germinate, and that's a problem. Thank you for watching the video. Don't ask me how I know, guys. I know. Or at least someone's working on it in Israel. Someone, some crazy scientist. Hopefully not.